What's going on, guys? It's Monday morning. I have just filmed the video and uploaded it. It's about my Sol trade. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and go have a look at it. I just pretty much break down this swing trade. It was held over 6 days, 20% return on investment. And yeah, so that's out the way. I've already taken my profits, but now I've entered 2 more trades. I've gone long on ETH and I've gone long on Synth. So Synth is just the tokens for synthetics, ETH being for Ethereum. I'll quickly run over those for you. So I've got 2 trades open. I've got 2 trade ideas actually. So my first trade idea is this one. This is on the synths, and my second trade idea is on Ethereum. So on each trade idea I have 2 trade setups. So you can see this is my swing long target up here. I've already placed my first entry here. Then I also have a second entry pending. So if price does come down to this support, then I will re-enter and have a second position, and I will still ride it up to the same target, which is up here. Now on the synths, we see it's sort of a different setup. We're in a descending channel at the moment, still currently respecting this ascending trend line, treating it as a support. We did have a break up above the top of the channel. We're creating higher highs and higher lows from the lowest point of the channel. So everything's good. So market structure at the moment is telling us that there is a possible push from here, from this trend line up to there. But if not, and if there is a break of this trend line, then it is likely that price can come down to the last low, which is here, and it can actually probably break below it and test this part of the channel, the bottom. So if price does break the ascending trend line and make its way down to the next support area, which is here, I will enter another entry and ride it up to the same targets, which is up at the last high, which sort of started the channel. So yeah, we're currently 2 trades in. We have another 2 trades pending. That's just my trade ideas at the moment. I'm just gonna focus on those and just keep my eyes out on the charts. With Forex, I'm pretty much just waiting for the market to show me something that I like. At the moment, I understand what I see, but I just don't see any setups which I'm willing to take right now. So while I'm not trading Forex, I'm just gonna trade crypto instead and wait for the markets to to set itself up. Hey guys, what's going on? So as you can see, I have just entered a trade. I just done my print off and a little bit of analysis. I'm just gonna jot some notes down. But yeah, just to sum it up real quick, this is AUD USD. This is on the daily time frame. I saw price coming up here. I knew that, okay, well overall I'm short. I have a bearish bias in the long term, but a bullish bias in the short term. But once I saw price reject this area here, I entered short pretty much. If it does end up taking me out, that's cool, because it would have to break above this entire area of where price seems to touch and sell off. So if it does break above there, my trade's invalid anyway, and it's probably going to go long into this area, collect some orders and stuff, and drop from there if it is going to continue in that bearish bias. So if we zoom out, you can sort of see why. Rejection from point A, lower lows, lower highs. We found this area here. You can sort of see, you can drag this across, and yeah, major sell-off points there. So that's pretty much my whole thing. I got like notes on the screen too if you want to read that, but yeah. So this is on the 2 hour. You can see very strong bullish power, and then we got this candle here which sort of has like stopped things in its track, and now we're going short. So we'll see how this plays out. Hey guys, what's going on? So it's an exciting day today. I'm just about to check up on my trades and update you guys on what's happening there, but I've also got a job interview. Surprise surprise, I'm getting a job again, so I'll explain that a little bit later on in this video. But for now, I'll quickly get to the charts and show you what's going on. So first up we have AU. This was the entry here, just at the resistance, and I reckon that price will make its way down to this zone here. So that's when I entered it. Currently what it's doing is this. So we are currently in about 1% profit, or actually no, because I think I only did 0.5% risk on here. So total equity, it's about 0.5% profit, but yeah, it's doing well. It's at 1-to-1 roughly at the moment. So I might set my stops to break even and leave this to continue its run. Next up we have ETH. So these were my 2 entries. Entry 1 was the only entry that was triggered at the time of this printing, and there's also entry 2 which was triggered as well. So as you can see here, entry 1 isn't actually drawn on the charts currently, but we do have entry 2, which is just up here somewhere. So entry 1 is roughly in the middle, so probably somewhere here. At the moment, not the best trade at the moment, but I do feel like I have good entries. Since this is ETH, in the long run I am extremely bullish, so I'm just waiting for price to pop up to somewhere here. I think this is my take profit area. And last but definitely not least, we have SNX. SNX has probably been performing the best for me right now. You can see I have 2 entries, but only one of them was triggered. So this first entry was triggered, price never broke below this ascending trend line to set off my second entry. So let's look at it on the charts and see what it looks like now. So this green arrow represents entry 1. We are currently in a very good amount of profit right now. I think we're over 20% return on investment on this trade. We saw that last night price came really close to my profit target area, my take profit, but it's all good. I can see that price has been making, like it made a higher high. Currently it's pulling back into this area, which looks like there is a lot of liquidity here. So I think it's just gonna pick up some liquidity here and make its run to the top. And that's where I will take my profits for, I think it's a roughly 40 to 50% return on investment if it hits that zone. And real quick, we have Bitcoin here. Pretty much I'm thinking about shorting Bitcoin, as crazy as it sounds in this day and age. You know, why would you short Bitcoin? But I feel like with price action right now, I'm not going to be biased just because everyone's talking about being bullish on crypto and this and that. I am bullish on crypto, but I understand there are different market cycles and sometimes price does tend to pull back. And if we look on the larger time frame, you know, this is just a pullback. So this is nothing too concerning. I've seen lots of rejection over here, very strong bearish volume movements. You can see this huge engulfing candlestick. We've clearly passed there. I think we've closed through that area on the daily. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see price drop down to this area, which is the 32.5 USD. So yeah, $32,500 USD. If we come into this zone, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised, but the way it makes its way to that zone could be straight down, but it could be making its way, could make a little retest, or maybe it did. So let's go into the smaller time frames. So we're currently just hovering around this area at the moment on the 4 hour, but I am seeing a series of lower lows, lower highs. There was a bit of support here, but we've broken that. So if we get a clear close, then I reckon I'm going to enter short on BTC. Alright, so with this AU trade, I'm not really a big fan of it right now. I am seeing a little bit too much rejection to this area here for my liking, especially that it lines up with these wicks, these wicks, these wicks. And it goes across. So this area here, not really too big of a fan. So I reckon just to reduce my risk and play it smart, I am going to set my stops to break even. If price does make its way back up to this area here and we do see further stronger rejections, then I probably will re-enter. But right now I'm not liking this price action around here. So I'm going to close it break even and see what happens after. Okay, no, I'm actually gonna not set it to break even. I actually went through this again and I really do believe that I have a strong setup right now. I feel like the stop loss is appropriate. I'm not gonna change anything about it. I'm just gonna trust it and let it play out. So yeah, I do feel like my trading has been improving quite a bit, but still I am not going to participate in the FTMO challenge just yet. I feel like that's going to be a Q4 thing, so I'm going to continue grinding the rest of Q2, grinding out crazy Q3, and I feel like by the end of Q3, I'm going to have that last quarter of the year, and that's where I'm really going to go hard for it, and I'm gonna try and get that 6-figure trading account. So I definitely feel like it's possible. I feel like I can apply for it now and give it a fair crack. I'm definitely a better trader than when I was first attempting the FTMO challenge, which was at the beginning of this year. So yeah, FTMO can wait until later on in the year. There's no rush there. I just have the goal of trading a 6-figure account funded to me by FTMO by the end of the year. It will take at most 3 months for the funding, so I feel like if I start this in the 4th quarter, then it's appropriate, because then I'll have 3 months and I can focus the quarter on the challenge. And yeah, but from now until then, I'm focusing just on, I guess working on my trading. It's a never-ending journey. I'm still learning quite a lot, so I'm just spending this time back testing what I'm learning, testing it on different pairs, just sort of doing what I need to solidify my skills. But then also I'm trading crypto, and also I am investing in crypto. So yeah, I do like 3 different types of trading, I guess. Or like, yeah, trading Forex, crypto, and investing crypto. So for now, I'm really just trying to get my foundations and framework built on sort of how I manage all of this and do it the best that I can, because I am just one person. I don't have a team. I don't have anyone to like delegate these activities to or work stuff to. It's all me. I do all the research, I do all the analysis, I do all the planning, the trading, the management, all this and that. And I'm sure most of us retail traders do. But with the vision that I have and the stuff that I want to eventually do in the next couple of years, I want to do some really big things. And I feel like to get to that stage, I really need to understand the ins and outs and how to sort of run this like a proper business. And then once I have it all down packed, then I can start hiring people. And I do feel like sometime next year I will be starting to build a team. We'll look for like a videographer, someone to sort of film the journey, because at the moment I'm just doing it all myself, you know, it's just me and the camera, and I'm very limited to what content I can produce, just because, you know, I'm the one with the camera. I can't set up cool shots and stuff because no one can actually film me. It's just a tripod and it's stationary. So I feel like I want to start bringing a team together. A team for my YouTube, a team for my other stuff, but I still haven't really figured all that out yet. That's what I'm currently figuring out. So yeah, pretty much to sum it up, I do have huge plans, and I'm gonna try and start working on them as like ASAP pretty much, but there's a few goals which I want to tick off before I start those things. And one of those being trading a 6-figure FTMO account. So yeah, it's super exciting. Every day brings me something new, and I sort of like these big plans because they are pretty uncomfortable, not gonna lie, when I look at them when I first start. For example, when I was just trading Forex and I was like, oh, should I bring this skill set into crypto? And I started getting nervous. I was like, can I handle this much amount of work? Can I really do this? And then I was like, oh, but what about the documentation side of it? I will need to document this as well, since it is a part of my journey and for YouTube. And it was a little bit overwhelming, but I just jumped straight into it and sort of learned how to do it as I was doing it. And I've improved quite a lot, and I'm like, oh, well, I can easily manage trading everything that I trade now and documenting it and staying organized on top of my shit. So I'm obviously getting better. And this is sort of what I like, even if I'm just in the learning stage of like things. So just say hypothetically, even if the numbers weren't doing so well and I was like flatlining the numbers, but I was able still to manage, organize, keep everything down packed and running well, I feel like that is a huge improvement, because the numbers will come, right? That's inevitable. If you just keep putting in the effort and the work, the numbers will come. But I feel like at the moment, what's more important than the numbers is the foundation, the work ethic, the organization, the mindset, all that. And I feel like over the next like year or so, that's really what I'm building right now. And the numbers and, you know, everything that I'm working on, the mindset and all that will translate into my work and help me work a bit better. I'll be able to perform better, and in return, the numbers will come. I don't need to directly work for the numbers. The numbers will come to me by working on myself, if that makes sense. And that's just what I believe. So like I mentioned earlier, I do have a job interview. Now, you might be asking, oh, Dion, like you're doing so well with Forex and trading and all that. Why do you need a job? Well, the thing is, yes, I can support myself with my trading since I am living at home and stuff. But it's like, I have the time, so why not? Extra income is nothing to be, you know, I don't want to be that person to be like, oh, I told people I'm full-time trading, so now it's like I'm not gonna get a job in case people criticize me and be like, oh, you're not making enough money, that's sad, that you have to go get a job, I thought you were a full-time trader, all this and that. But guess what? Since I am performing really well, especially in the crypto space, doesn't it make sense to, if I've got the time, to go spend a couple hours out of my day, go to work, get some extra income and bank that in and sort of not leverage my positions, but I'll have more to play with and therefore more potential for profits. And I feel like the market is going to correct sometime in the next month or two, like the crypto market. And when it does dip, a lot of my positions, I'm not taking them out. My long-term positions, I'm holding them there. So I'm not going to liquidate them. They're staying where they are. So then it's like, where's the other capital going to come from? Like, to buy the dips and all that. Currently, I do have a separate account, which I do use just for swing trades, like the ones I showed you just before. So pretty much when they hit their targets, which is usually will happen in 1 to 3 weeks, then I take that out with the profit and I reinvest. But the thing is, I'm going to be taking a lot of those kind of trades, and I feel like I'm going to deplete my account. I'm going to be taking hella shorts once that retracement comes. But I'm going to need a lot more money because I want to go even harder than I am now. So it just makes sense that I'll get the job to be able to fuel my account to trade even more, or trade at larger position sizes and stuff. So yeah, I'm putting my pride aside, and I guess it's nice to say, yeah, I'm a full-time trader. I don't even have a job and I don't even go to uni. I just trade. It's nice to say that, but the thing is, how I feel isn't as important as my future goals, my ambitions, my dreams, and all that sort of stuff. I need as much capital as I can now, because why would I say no to more capital? It's just going to help me get there faster. I'm going to have more resources. That's all the money is at the moment for me. It's just resources to help me build my vision. So yeah, I'm going to get a job, hopefully. Now, the reason why I quit my full-time job to do trading and all that was to give myself enough time to learn how to trade Forex. At the time, I was still a beginner. I was still new. I had a lot to learn, and I thought that it was much better me spending time 100% dedicated to Forex to learn, rather than go to my full-time job and sort of spend my mornings and nights working on Forex. I just didn't feel like that was the right way. You can definitely do that, but for me, I just listened to myself, and what I was thinking was, hey, I need my own dedicated year just for this, just an entire year of every single day, all day grinding Forex. And that's exactly what I did, and it's put me in the position now where I'm only like a year and 3 months or something into trading, where trading doesn't take up too much of my day. Maybe like 2 hours max out of my day I need to spend actual trading. For learning, researching, planning, all that, of course that takes more time. The editing, the filming takes more time and hours out of my day, but the trading itself is just max 1 to 2 hours on the charts, and I've got so much more time now. So I'm like, why, I've got time for a job, and why not? It will give me something to do throughout the day, because I do get pretty bored when I'm done with my work. I don't know what to do with myself, and sometimes it's a little bit draining just having nothing to do. So a part-time casual job will also work really well with that. Give me something to do during the day. I can make more money. Yeah, it will get me out of the house more. So I'm really keen for it. I feel like this is the thing that I'm missing in my life right now. So yeah, I'm really keen to get this job. The interview is in like roughly 4 or 5 hours. I'm feeling sweet with it. I usually kill the interviews. I've got no issues with that. So I'm just gonna rock up, do my thing, see what happens, this and that. If I get the job, then awesome. Then I can kick off the next part of my journey. But for now, I'm going to continue having a look at the charts. But yeah, from now to then, I've got time. I've already done my analysis on my trades. I don't need to do any other trades. So yeah, I'm probably going to work out or something and find a way to kill these next couple hours.